starting to 200. Okay, everybody clear?
A glimpse of life after death, or is it a trick of the mind? Well, with us now is Anne Walsh, who has a remarkable story to tell.
When I died, I floated up the ceiling and then I went through this tunnel.
You remember absolutely everything. You feel instantly all the effects that any action I had on another person. You just literally felt everything. And then came the realisation of, am I going back? And everything halted, and I said, I'm sorry, I can't stay.
It was reminiscent of being in a dentist's office. And I remember the top of my head tingling, and I just sort of popped out of the top of my head. And I was then looking down at the body. I knew it was my body, but I didn't care. My vantage point was sort of sitting on the doctor's shoulder. I remember the instrument in his hand.
In the process of my study, I went and interviewed Dr. Spetzler and looked at his operative report, and I found that what she saw from her out-of-body experience seemingly corresponded very accurately to what had actually occurred. She looked at the bone saw that was being used to cut open her skull.
Vicki Norituk lives in Tacoma, Washington, and has been blind since birth. She claims that the only time she's ever seen herself was when she was dead.
I was in a very terrible car accident, and I had a skull fracture and a concussion, neck injury, back injury, and leg injury, and I was dead for 4 minutes.
As the medical team in the emergency room tried to revive Vicki, she was watching and listening to everything they said.
I was up on the ceiling looking down at everything that was happening. I have had no idea what it was like to see, and at first it was foreign and weird and pretty scary.
Dr. Jeff Long from Tacoma General Hospital is an expert in out-of-body research and believes Vicki's experience was a near-death experience.
At the time, they're clinically dead. They're able to see and hear what's going on in their environment around them while they're not breathing and their heart is absolutely not beating.
When I was up on the ceiling, I saw this body down there. I noticed that the hair was waist length like mine, and then I recognized my wedding ring, and I thought, that's my body down there.
Some studies suggest that about 18% of people resuscitated after cardiac arrest have had near-death experiences.